How's it going, YouTube? Today we're working on the 1500. Ever since I bought this truck, two things have really bugged me on it. One being the bezel piece for the driver's seat. As you can see, I have a huge crack in it. But I've been looking for this piece, and whenever I find it, they always want like over $100 for it, and it's just this little plastic bezel right here. So I've been trying to find like a parts truck here locally to try to steal one off of. But you can find the tan ones and the gray ones that have all the buttons for if you have electrical through here for, you know, obviously your seat functions and everything, but this one's obviously manual. But I can find all the ones with the electrical cutouts for the buttons, but I can't find any that are for the manual. So if any of you guys have one of these gray ones, definitely let me know. DM me on Instagram, I'll probably buy it off of you. But anytime I find one on eBay or Amazon, they want like over $100. But that's one part that's been bugging me. And also my heads up for the compass and the temperature, that has not worked either. This guy, whenever I bought the truck, put a new headliner in it, and he says it worked before they put the headliner in it, but it hasn't worked since. He said that they probably just didn't plug the compass back in. But it's kind of weird because, as you can see, there's power to the dome lights, and that's usually the same wire, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong on that. Once we take it apart, we'll know. But I know my old second gen, I didn't have the same overhead. It had like the sunglass holders and a couple other different things. But I've noticed that this console seems like it's, I don't know if this is on the lower model Dodge Rams, but I've never seen one with this console setup. Usually they have a couple extra functions and with a sunglass holder. And whenever I looked on YouTube to kind of give me a head start on what I need to do to take it apart, I could not find any with this same format as mine. They all have the sunglass holder. So I know obviously there's two screws right there I gotta take out, and I'm sure it probably clips up somewhere that probably needs to be pulled down, so we'll figure that out. But just kind of show you guys what I mean. Let me go ahead and crank the truck. As you can see, lights are on, but nothing comes to the compass. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take those two screws out and see where it clips, and hopefully there is just a wire unplugged, and this will be a really short video. But if not, we'll kind of take it apart, see if there's any soldering that needs to be done on the circuit board. Hopefully not, and then yeah, we'll just dig into it and see what's wrong with it. All right, there's the two screws. I'm sure this probably just clips. All right, there's one clip. All right, there's the second one. As I was saying before, it looks like it's just one wiring harness, but it looks like it goes directly to the actual compass. So obviously the lights are getting power from this wiring harness, so there's definitely power to it. But we'll go ahead and unhook it. It looks like, I don't know if the camera picked it up, but it looks like it's been melted. So maybe one of the wires is just fried and needs to be replaced. But let me go ahead and take this apart and we'll take a look at it. I had to run and grab some gloves because this wiring harness is just completely melted. It's kind of sticky, which is kind of odd that it gets so hot because I never turn these lights on unless the door is open. All right, there goes the power. That was something just fell. If it will clip on, there it goes. All right, so we got the overhead display off. Now we'll take it over to the bench and start taking apart the compass and seeing if we can see what's going on with it. It looks like the compass is held on by a couple of Torx bits, so we'll get these out first. I'm not sure if these come factory from Dodge like this, but it almost looks like these have been repaired, but I could be completely mistaken. But we got our three Torx bits out, so now we're gonna go ahead and unplug this, take this off. And it should just be like 3 clips. Yeah, it looks like it's just 3 clips. So we'll start prying on those. Actually, we probably need to unplug it first so we're not dangling these wires everywhere. And this one, of course, has like the 5 little prongs. I'm probably gonna snap off a couple of these. Looks like one's already broke, actually. Alright, this I Literally hate these. Almost there. There's like 2 that are catching. All right, there it went. All right, so we got the display out. Now there's just like 3 prongs. You can see there's another one here and then one on this back side. So let's be pretty gentle with these because obviously these are old trucks. You definitely don't want to snap these. All right, and there's a circuit board. Obviously be kind of gentle with this. And I'm not seeing anything right off the bat damaged. You guys were curious. This is what it looks like behind your compass. But sometimes the resistors will kind of break apart and you gotta solder them back together. But I'm not seeing any that are broke. Knowing this truck, I'll probably put it all back together and it'll start working. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything too crazy. I mean, I don't know too much about circuit boards, but yeah, I guess we'll just kind of slap it back together. I'll check these wires out real quick, make sure they're connected. Because like I said, I'm not sure if that's from factory, but it almost looks like they've been repaired, but it might have been from factory. There is little pins that if you guys do take this apart, that you gotta put them back in. There's 4 little pins. So you got 1 here, 1 there, then you have 2 on the opposite side, if you're curious. So put that, that's literally just putting like a puzzle piece back together. Make sure these clip back in place. All right, line the holes back up. So we'll put those Torx bits back in. I was really hoping that was just either a loose wire or just a wire completely unplugged, but as you guys can see, it's pretty simple. If anything, this one was, I mean, I know it was kind of hard to take off, but this one did look like it was a little bit loose. So I'm hoping that if it does work, that this was the issue. And I totally forgot to plug this back in while I had it out. So hopefully I can do this without taking it back apart. But that did seem like it was a little loose. But like I said, one of those pins were broken. So I'm just gonna try to jam it in there as hard as I can. And hopefully that'll fix something. All right, well, we got to put that together. I'm probably gonna do a little bit of cleaning on it while I have it out. Then we'll plug everything back in and hope for the best. Hopefully, maybe it was just these pins that were a little loose. All right, let's just hit the key and see if it'll come on. If I can just wiggle these wires back here that are smelling kind of weird. No chance, can y'all see that? It actually came back on. And it looks like, maybe not. Probably needs to be calibrated because it's saying everywhere I point this is northeast. Up now it's saying north. Yeah, it might need to be calibrated. I might need to go drive around some circles. But look at that, it works. I bet it was these wires back here that are sticky. I bet some of them are melted. All right, so let's kind of carefully put this back up here and hopefully nothing jiggles free. As I say carefully, and I'm beating it. It's not, there it goes. All right, now we need those 2 screws. Dude, I am pumped. I cannot believe it actually worked. Like I was saying, it didn't seem like anything was wrong with that circuit board, so I bet it is just these wires up here that are just kind of melted together. Because these bulbs, for some reason, get super hot. Like just with me working on it just for these 5-10 minutes, they're boiling hot. So I bet some of those wires are just kind of fused together somehow. Alright, so the 2 screws are back in. Hopefully that one's not connected. Dude, I'm so scared to hit it harder because I don't want those wires to jiggle free. But I can see a little bit of a light glow. I might just leave that. It feels like it's actually, it might actually be clicked in. It might just be a little loose. Well, let me show you guys this. We are indeed facing north, so that part is correct. But I might need to go drive around some circles, but that is awesome. But yeah, guys, that's one more thing off the list on the Dodge Ram. Now all we have left broken-wise is our bezel for the seat. So as always, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next one.